Hello everybody. In this video we are going to continue to finish our feed. Right now we work in the user information in the left menu and in the future publish post of 1337 characters, and we work also with the emoji um, section. So that's pretty much already done. What we like to continue doing today is actually working with the different posts that's going to be handed at the bottom of the page. So let's go work on that. And before we continue working on that, there are some changes that we didn't committed in our last video. So let's do it today. In our last video, we created the publish component. We created the user info component, modified, that way we have the feed component, modified the user store, and our package JSON have identified that we added the mark view, emoji mark view or emoji picker component. So let's actually stage all. So here in changes, click stage all, and then I commit it with user info and publish component done. And click this little arrow and perfect. Now before we continue, in our terminal inside our application, we need to execute this command, yarn update interactive. That will help us verify our current package JSON and see what version of the application we have been running and what package can be upgraded. So let's actually execute. And in my case, there are not that much. So I will, in this case, event that is yellow, I recommend it to do it. And everything yellow, you have something in red. Let's say let's wait because that probably could have a backward incompatibility update. So all the yellow, all the green, I will recommend to actually do it. How to choose it? So with your keyboard in the up and down arrow, you hit the spacebar and actually get selected. So in this case, select everything you have. In my case, I just have the SAS converter and the Beautify from 2017 to 211, and we'll click enter. And those are going to be installed. Perfect. Now we like to go to my changes. The yarn log is the actual who changed. This is the file who actually make record exactly which components have been changed or dependencies. So we didn't install brackets, but one of our application actually needed. So that's why it was installed there. And we can see that it's pretty much all the dependencies that our project have installed. And here we have another one like Chokidar, went from 302 to 321, and go on. You can see on the right, whenever we have these changes, it's pretty much when we have something that was installed. So in this case, we just stage the file and put it like updated dependencies, and we commit. Perfect. Now we can continue working with the project. So let me actually log in to build my feed, and I want to start working in the company. And the one that I was actually looking in a way to how I like to be added, I actually go to the Beautify component. So if I go to the UI component, I will start looking each one of those to see which how I'm going to work. So I was actually thinking, okay, probably like the bottom sheet, if we open it, it's like open on the bottom. I don't see the need right now. Bottom navigation, probably something similar. Oh, it's like the cell phones, like the navigation you have at the bottom. There's some more examples. Yes, there's some more examples in there. I don't see the need to have that. Buttons, floating actions. Oh, like had that button in there. That's cool, but not needed. Calendar. We're not using calendar for now. I was thinking that probably a card could be working, but I would like to hide the comments. So looking that way, I was looking at expansion panels. Because when you add an expansion panel and you open it, you see like the rest of the components at the bottom. So that was actually something that we can agree to could be working. Yeah, I see the benefits to have like the post here, and when you open it, you will see like pretty much the comments at the bottom. So yeah, probably this one is the one that we need. There are different ways, or like accordion, pop up, or pop up with like just getting a little bit bigger. Instead of getting smaller. Like little grays now, they're like those. But yeah, I see the benefits to actually have the component working. So let's actually use this one, and let's see how it goes. So let's go to the top. We have the big expansion panel and big expansion with the header and the content. Let's see the example of this one. If we click the view source, okay, we see that we have the expansion panels in plural, and the one in singular, and this one gets repeated 5 times. Okay. And then the header is the thing that is actually looked at, and the content is the one that is hidden. Okay. Yeah, I see that actually that could work. So let's start working on those. So let me actually copy this. Let's go to the application. Let's create a new component. And this is going to be post.view. And we want to actually have the V template, the V base, name post. We are not doing CSS for now. I think so. And here we're going to paste this. Okay. Let me format this a little bit. Is your question how I open that? In my Mac is Command Shift P. Is open this component, and you can actually look for format. Click enter, and it will like do a little bit of formatting for yourself. If not, you can enable it here, and whenever you're working and saving, that will do the formatting for you. So it's going to depend on the case. I like to have it disabled by default and just enable it or run it whenever I need it. Okay, so I believe I have the posts there, and then we can go to the feed and actually import the post. Let's actually import it here too. And in the second column we will have the publish, we will have the post. Excellent. Let's see if that works. Let me log in. And there you go. I have the different posts being there. Excellent. But I don't like those to be together here, so probably I can add a margin in each one of those posts because I want to have some kind of separation. So for doing that, I can do it probably here. I can do a class equal margin top 5. Okay, you go separated. Yeah, those are better. Excellent. I like this. Cool. Well, let's do something extra. It's like, it doesn't make sense for me to have the expansion panel here. So probably can add another one. And this one is called post in singular. And let's do the base, and the name is going to be post in singular, right? And let's actually remove the expansion panel from here. Let's actually copy first and paste that here. There you go. And let's remove this section, we don't need it. Okay. And now what we'll do here will be actually import posts from, and these are in the same directory. So I will into the post element of my post. I will register that component post, and here I'm going to call it post. Let's comment this out. Okay, now we have a single post that is coming from the post section. So this is like the expansion panel, like the main object, and then we have this. Perfect. And we can actually put the before section here, and let's remove this. If we do that, there you go. We have the different elements that are being considered to be part of the post. Cool. Yeah, it's working as I like it. So let's actually move on. Now that we have the structure for post in plural, it's actually just to have the post panel in there, expansion panels, and every single element is going to be identified as a post, and I have a separate component in the post component. Okay, so let's actually change those posts, and let's change the header. And here let's actually put a vcard. Sorry, a vcard. And let's have, in this card we have some text. We don't have the title, we just put the text directly. And the text we put some random thing. Let's put a lorem. We see how it works. Okay. Now we need to do that card to be flat. That will remove that little square. So if my card is a flat card, okay. And I would like to this text to have a little bit of element like probably class. I remember that headline. There you go. And probably font, weight, bold. Those actually came from the text transforms that Beautify have. So yeah, we can have something like this. Probably it's too much, but probably it's not, because it's pretty much what we need to focus on. Yeah, probably it's too much. Let's keep it just the headline. It's a little bit better. Let's leave it like that. What we can do there is actually let's add something at the bottom of the card, so we can have like the user and the name of the user there. So in this case, so we have this one, and we can have card actions. And in the vicar action, we can have what we can have there. Let's go to Beautify for some inspiration. No icons, no image. This. Probably something like this. What is this? It's a list. We are divider. So we have a list item avatar with the image, with item content, with the title and subtitle, very much. And this is a list item. Actually, I like that. So let's actually copy this, sorry. Let's paste it inside the actions, and let me format the document. Let me remove this element. I don't need anything like that. The source of the image is going to be, let me hardcode something. This will not be here in the future, but just to have something to localhost 8080, and let's put the image that we have in public called user PNG. And this one, let's call John Smith, and let's remove the subtitle. With this title, something like this probably. Let's remove from here and put it actually here. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's CITP, no HTTPS. There you go. So now we have our user and the name. Yeah, pretty much. And we still can click it and see everything. Cool. So we highlight the content, the picture who put it, and the name of the person. We are doing the layout right now, right? So, and when we expand it, what I want to see there is actually that the different comments that this post have. So yeah, I like it. I like this. So let's actually add something else to the right. I would like the likes count something, comments count probably. So let's do those. So with the weaker action, we have the base list item. Yes. What happens if we add something after that? Let's do the B spacer. And let's add the button just in case. A test button. Let's see how it looks. Okay. If you're in there. I don't know if I click in the button, I'm actually executed, but it's doing what I need. I have the content here, then I add the space, and then I have the rest of the content to the right. It's actually what I need. But as you can see, if I click the button, I'm activating this because there's like an object on the top that making this button be clickable and acting to doing that. So let me do this button, just add really quick. We are experimenting here together. So let me just call a little message, say hello, and we can actually do a V method, a method called say hello. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Is a console log hello. So when we click it, we're supposed to be executing this. Let's see if actually doing or it's actually just open this for us. So let me spec the element. Let me go to my console. You say that say hello. You don't define it. It is or it's not. Let's restart. Sorry. Let me go in. Let me log in. Okay. Let me just refresh because it's not taking the latest changes. There you go. Big card text. Having issues. Ooh, what is that? There you go. Big card text. And the one is big card text. Let's try again. Okay, no errors. Better. A lot better there. So if I click this, it's still saying hello and it's open it. Okay, it's doing both. Let me test something else. Let's actually do a style and call something. We have the class up. We'll do it in have a say index of 100. That means that we are putting on top of a lot of stuff. Well, let's actually do a C index of 5. Let's do something smaller. So let's actually put that bottom and do a class equal up. Then stylus loader. Oh, this one. This is the language that I need. So I go here. This is still doing what is. This is still opening. I just want to be able to click it, send my hello, but no triggering my opening. Okay, so class up. Let's do something drastic at 500. And to make sure that it's actually working, let's put danger. Oh, warning. There you go. It's taking the changes, but it's still doing unopened that. Okay, let's worry about that later. So sorry for this, we was testing something that didn't work, but let's leave it like that for now. So let's actually remove this button. We don't need it there. And after the spacer, I will do, let's do some span. I'm saying some random numbers like that, comments. No? Did you like it? Comment. There you go. Let's do a class of oh my god. Subheading, I believe one of those classes for text change or text decoration in Beautify. No, it's not doing anything. If you put title, okay, getting bigger. Subtitle, yeah, probably leave it like that. Let's add a margin right of 3. No, of 2. No, didn't like it. I don't know why it's doing like in 2. If I copy this 3 times, it's doing it like that. That's really, really weird. Well, that's weird. Let's leave it like that. So what I want to have that is that span with the comment number. I will have to have an icon, MDI hurt. There you go. And let's actually have another one called I will is her dash broken. There you go. And let's actually put the mouse screen right in each one of those. If we change this to a paragraph, did that make a difference? No, it doesn't. No. It's really weird why the 10 comments is not showing as supposed to. But okay, now we have the likes and dislikes. You can have like pretty much like enable it. Those if you need it. Um, let's do another expand here. And let's do another one here. And here let's put like 100 and let's put a 10. Yes. Like the counter how many likes or dislikes we have. And let's actually just do add the class of margin right 1, 2. Now let's do a 4. Oh, that's 24, that's too much. Doesn't exist in Beautify. Yeah, probably that one. So we can have like the counting there. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but it can work. Now let's actually work with the text. We will fix that thing of the comment later. I need to go back and verify how to actually fix it. So let's change this and let's do something really quick. So we have the post, post, and let's create another one called post comment dot view. Let's put the basic. The name is going to be post comment. And let's remove those. Perfect. And in my post, now in my post, actually I will import post comment from the same folder, post comment, and I will add it as a component called post comment. And the post comment will be pretty much in my, actually this need to be plural. We have the post comment, and let's actually duplicate this. Copy, carry on, paste, and the second one, instead of having rename, instead of copies, is going to be components in plural. And let's do some changes here in post. Sorry. Let's add the plural one, and those ones going to be here. Inner post view every post will have his own comments. So I can actually do something like this. I will call most of the post comment and do something about it. So right now we saw that it's not rendering anything. You see, you can open it. It's not showing nothing because my post comment is empty. In here, let's actually just take some kind of advantage and let's do import post comment from post comment. Let's put the component there, post comment, and let's pretty much use it here. So we have the comments in plural and then the comment there. Perfect. Yeah, this could work. And for that, going back, oh, didn't work. Post comment. Yeah, it should work. Didn't like it. Let me try to run it again. Okay, something didn't like it. Post comment, comments, plural. Stacking that one on the post. Go to post. And my plus, will go to comments, the plural. Plural. This is a comment. Okay, the issues in post comments. Oh, I need to specify the look in the same folder. So my post comments plural was not finding my post comment because I didn't put where in the path need to be looked at. If I save that, it's running fine, and my application have my, in theory, my post comment in there. There you go, this is a comment. Okay. So one of the things that I was looking here the other day, I was looking at the chips. The chips have different functionalities for other stuff, something like this, right? But if you see the default one, look like a comment bubble, and I like it. So I use it like to say pretty much the chip companies for other kind of stuff, right? But somehow makes sense or look like also a comment bubble in a chat application. So I will use it like that. So I'm going back, sorry, in my post comment singular, what I need to do there is pretty much, I already have it here, so I will save some time. Well, let me actually format that. And it's not going to be blue. Not yet. Let's put it out. Yeah, that looked like a comment. So in order to have something to the right, we can do something like this too. So after that chip, and actually to put it like together, let's put it inside a div element. After that chip, I can create another chip, and this other chip will call this as John Smith, and then we'll say promote like who did this, who put it there, right? That's pretty cool. I like it. Actually, I like it a lot. So we have my different two chips, have that element. Let's go back to the post comment. For the post comment, we can actually do something similar that we did for the post. Something like this. Let's actually put the post comments. Let's do the before there. Ooh, doesn't like that one. So let's grab it in a div, put it, and let's do the before here. That means that we have several posts. Excellent. So we can close those, we can open, and we have the content there. Yeah, that's pretty much what I like it. But doesn't make sense to have those on the left. Let's try to pull those to the right. And let's see if we can actually do that. And probably that will be, sorry, that will be here. So let's actually start doing a div, let's do a row. So if we do a row, what will help us is to actually specify align equal center and justify pretty much at the end. There you go. So it's going to be vertical line, the both of them, and push it to the right. So that is vertical line to the center, and justify and it means that pretty much pull it to the right. So this working is supposed to like, but I want to identify where something came from myself. So I'm still doing random before. Let's do some kind of data, and let's put comments. That's going to be an array of element, and each array have an ID. Let's do the first one, going to be 0. The comment based of the text is going to be, let's say, Lorem. Doesn't work Lorem here? No, it didn't work. Okay, let's leave it like that. Name, we can actually specify John Smith. we can actually put outer, who say that, and we can say the type is let's specify the type like normal comment. So let's actually put a couple of those, and let's change the ID, of course, and let's put another one at the end. Let's put this one by me. Let's change it a little bit, lot of, and type is going to be type out, like my own comment in there. So what I want to do is pretty much have a specific layout for normal and a specific layout for, it's actually special. Let's call it special because we are special, right? So I want to have a layout for normal and layout for special. So in order to do that, it's going to be the before, and this is actually going to be comment in comment, and the key is going to be comment.id. Very much. If we do that, we go to see his. We have 4 because we have different 4 elements. Excellent, but we're still putting some different names or different content that the first comment, second, other one, and let's put the chosen one. So it's still printing the base one that we have in my element instead of doing the one that we're sending. So we can actually handle those. Well, those can be handled through props. You go to see the view props. It's pretty much a way or how to send something through a child component. So for example, something like this. We can specify the title. This is a special component created called blog post, and you can specify the title and set that title there. And then when you're passing that, you need to have the props identified in your elements. So let's actually use this. Let me go back here. So what I want to do is, for my post comment, what I want to send, that my comment is going to be the comment. Let's create like my comment prop, and I will set pretty much the comment that we are doing here. In order to make this to work, here we need to have a vprop, and the prop name is going to be comment, and type is going to be an object, and default is going to be empty. Yeah, something like that, maybe. They like it. The default value for comment prop must be a function. Let's see what is the default values that we can add. Let's look for default here. So it's a tab object. Okay, something like this. So the default function return empty. pretty much. So what we're doing now, in the first comment, we send the comment element. Now this guy is able to see it because it's a props. So we can actually put like, instead of putting this, text. We know that the post comment have a text there. So let's put comment.text, and we have a comment.auto. We save those. We see here, we're looking now that we have the first comment, the second, the third one, and the chosen one. And they are showing in a way that I don't like it. But they're getting listed now. So now we were able, from a father component having a data properties. Right now we are hard coding this data, but it's going to be like API call to the database and send it to the element and send each element in a specific comment in this case. And then we say to the child element to list to that and work accordingly. Pretty much. So let's actually do, if we do a big row here, let's see what happens. Didn't work as I wanted. If my first comment is like too big, let's see. No, it's even like that. It's actually not what I needed or not what I like. So how can we fix that? Let's actually verify. So we can say that every element is a row. We can have probably a big container, and then we have a row, and then on the row we have a column, and this one is going to be a specific column, and it's going to be equals 12, like getting all the sizing. Let me format this. Let's see if that works. Okay, it's working now, but that means that my row, this one need to be align center, justify end. Still doing at the beginning. Can we, let me add the container class red. Okay, the container is working fine. Let me add the row, the class red. Okay, the row is doing what it's supposed to, but the issue with probably with the column. Let me remove this one from here. Actually, it's not. So probably we can add this element not to the row by itself. Oh, sorry. And we need to add those to the column. That's going to be align flex end, center. Oh, that's weird. If I do end, if I do start, probably we need to see the grid system. Let's see, look for grid system. So the container doesn't have it, the row is the one who have the lining. Start, center, end. Okay. Let's leave it like that. And now let me hack it with a B spacer. No. Now each element is jumping as it's supposed to, but it's getting too separated and it's getting assigned to the left instead of going to the right. Column. Probably cannot justify itself, align itself. Equal end. Center. No. Justify self. Let's see if that one works. Let me refresh. Okay, something else that we need to fix later. So let's leave it like that. So we were able to add the different elements that we needed. So what I'm looking here, there's two more spaces. So let me look at the element, the span there, the column there, the row, the container, and then everything. So everything is pretty much adding some kind of space. So probably we can actually just leave the column. Let's remove the row and the container, because we don't need to add a row and container every time that we're sending something. And in the plural one, we can actually call it here. So we can we have the row already, we have just add the container. And we put the row inside. And we know that inside every post comment we have a column. So let's see if this one how it actually works. So let's actually inspect. And we have the column and the row. Okay, so one row with different columns. Yes, pretty much what we need. And this one is another column, another column, another column. There you go. we just have. So that helps us a little bit with the padding. We know that the column have somehow of padding elements there. So we can actually be able to see that probably. No, well, we can see it. Probably here. My column. There you go, there's a padding there. And this padding is part of the columns. So probably something that we can do here is in this particular column, and that column came from here, we do a class of padding all to 0. Perfect. Now it's a little bit shorter and pretty much what I needed. So now the chosen one, the last comment, that is of property of, here. Special, I want to do something about it. So let's actually change this chip and have the color as you saw it before. And let's do a blue lighten 2 probably. So yeah. Can I have like a class? Can I have those inside the class instead of like a color? Let me check. Yeah. And I can have like a white dash text. There you go. So this is how I want this one actually to look. But for that, we need to do something else. So we have the class, we can enable like that, and we can have a class that is binded. And we can do something about it. We can say if and we can do actually a backlit here twice. Or no, we can actually do if comment dot type equal, and then we do the backlit and put the single quote owned. There you go. And that means that we can actually put the backlit here, and we can add these words. If not, we just add, let's actually put black dash text. Let's save it like that. No, this is not on, this should be special. There you go. So what we did, we added the class, right? This is the major class that every which one will have, and we have a binded class. So we'll read the comment type, and we'll read the special one, and when that comment is special, we add these different elements there. If not, we just continue adding this one. That's it. So that way we can have one component that is smart enough to receive a prop for a parent component and actually be rendered as we have it right now. And that's it. So as you can imagine, the same logic that we did for the comment is a logic that we will do for the post in a future video. So we have one reading all the posts, and we're sending all the posts as a prop, and then each one of those posts going to be rendered different depending the case. So yeah, I like how the home view page is looking so far. I believe the only issues that we have, and we will explore in the future video, is the comment section, what is like skipping a line in there, and the comment to the left. I don't like it. I want those to the right. And oh, we are missing how to put a new comment. Let's actually finish that really quick. So in the post comment element, it doesn't make sense to have there. So let's have another component called post comment add, and let's actually import it. Let's add it here, and let's put it over here. This guy doesn't exist, so we need to create it inside my component post comment add.view. We save those. We are fine. Let's do simple base name is going to be post comment add. Let's remove the styling and let's put a simple hello. And we can see the hello there. Okay, it's working. And it's on the right. Okay, something for later. So, okay, so in this post, what we need to do pretty much is to have a text field. And let's put some kind of text field here. Let me just format the document and deliver. And let's actually just put it like the data. We can have the new message. The default is empty, and that's it. What I'm doing is pretty much adding a text field with an icon at the right called send. Of course, remember these icons are inside the material design icon or MDI icons. You look for that one, and we'll console out the message. So we can see it there. We have something like that. Cool. So if we do something, let's go to the console. Whoa. Let's actually refresh just to make sure that we don't have errors. Okay. So you do hello there. And we click this. It's going to be sent to the console. Oh, yeah, right. Sorry. Open outer is going to be like logging something. And let's actually let's call the log function. And let's actually put it here. Let's create a method called log. Until we want to do log this dot new message because we are pretty much put it there. Okay, so we have it like that. Let me refresh again. The console is empty. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We put hello there and we send it. There you go. The message getting sent somewhere. The idea is to pretty much the message later to be added to the comments. That's it. But that believes now we have it done. Like the view section. And what I want to actually add now, or actually in a later video, we are going to be working in the profile picture. You know what? Let's add something extra. I always like to add some things. I'm looking now that I'm scrolling, that my information got lost. I don't want my information to get lost. I want my information to stay there. And there's a way to do that. And with CSS, that's is handled with the fixed element. So if we do, let's actually go to my post. No, number, no, what is it? User info. We can add a class here called always, and we can do one style, and it's not going to be, it's going to be CSS, and we put like when something have the always, it's going to be position fixed. What this, so I added the sheet from the user info a class always, and I specify a specific CSS that say that position is going to be fixed. This is what it does in theory. Leaving that element there. Do you see it? Pretty neat. But there is something that I don't like about this. That when I scroll, you get into much sizing on the top. And I would actually to be scrolling and be scrolling together, and when I hit this element, this change to be fixed. And there is a way to actually do that. And it's a little more involving with mathematics and stuff like that. But let's actually use a directive. And you will say, what is a directive? Well, directive is like something like this, or property. We're given the dark directive or property there. So we will create a new directive that is already exists. Pretty much we will import it to our project. And that one's called view sticky. Because what it does, we need to import it, we need to use it, and then we will add the view sticky in the element that we actually needed. That's it. So let me verify something. Actually, I don't like that one. There should be another one. This one, sticky directive. Okay, yes, we register that globally, and we just use with the sticky. Excellent. That's what we need, and without too much to work around. And the last change was 2 months ago. That does that mean it's a relative maintained directive. So let's actually add it. Let's just copy the name, view sticky directive, and here we just add yarn add that. We wait to get downloaded and install it. We copy this one, and it's because globally is where we use the view use. That means we need to go to the main JavaScript file. We import the sticky directive, and before creating the element, what we're going to use is view use sticky. Pretty much. We save that because we're changing something from the main. Always like just in case, close it and close the server and start again because we are changing something from the beginning. And let me actually refresh the page. Go in. Okay, doing the behavior that we had before. So let's remove that behavior. So go to user info. I remove the class and I remove the styling. So there you go. They want to be scrolling together, and when I hear, I want that to stay. The only way to do it, as the documentation says, so we already did those, and the usage is just add the sticky section. Right, that's pretty cool. So actually we need the sticky container, the parent, and then the sticky here. Okay, so the sticky container is going to be my sheet pretty much. Actually, who is calling this? This one will be called in the feed, I believe. Right? User info. So this one, this column is the sticky container and the user info. Let's go one to the top. It's going to be the sticky element itself. Yeah? Cool. So that way we are not messing around with the component. We just put a directive in the parent, in the feed. We just actually use it. So after doing those changes, you can see now the behavior. I scroll and then it stays. Yeah, I know it's a minor thing, but it's something that I actually like it. And I would like to introduce with this the directive element. In this case, we're importing a directive that is already exists. We have been using those all the time. Justify self or the align directives or property names. And we create a new one through this. We use sticky directive, and that after we register that, we can actually just put where we need it. And now guys, I really believe that we are done with this video. So hope that you like it, and happy coding everybody.